halfway through with my 6-mile road walk from Osceola towards the Suwannee River, and just a little more than 2 miles ahead of me is Madison Shelter, and that's where I'll be staying tonight. And last night, Bill Walker, Long Walker Hikes, messaged me on Instagram and asked me where I would be staying tonight. So I told him, and he offered to come by and bring me anything that I need. But I couldn't think of anything, so I just told him, how about some Mountain Dew? And he said he could do that, and he'd bring along a couple hamburgers as well, so I won't argue. So I plan on being there by 4 o'clock, and I imagine he'll already be there. Look forward to it. I've arrived at Madison Shelter, and I'm crossing Robinson Branch, which is the convenient water source. And this is Madison Shelter. Take a look. This is it. Left Madison Shelter a few minutes ago, and that's a real nice shelter. Had a fireplace on the inside. Very cool. And Long Walker did come by. He hiked in and brought some trail magic with him. Brought in some cheeseburgers and Mountain Dew, water, Snickers, Oreos, beef jerky. Really good stuff. But really cool guy. We sat out there and talked for quite a while, and gave me some great information on what to expect on this Suwannee portion of the trail. Good stuff. Oh, and speaking of Suwannee, I'll actually get my first view of it in about 3 miles. Looking forward to that. I'm at the Bell Springs trailhead, and Suwannee River is not too far away now, about half a mile. And there it is, the Suwannee River. I've been hiking along the Suwannee now for the last couple miles, and wow, it's nice. All the sudden twists and turns, and the hills, the ups and downs, and then you come across stuff like this. Really cool. This is Waldron's Landing campsite. Nice place right on the river. That is Little Shoals. Here's a closer look at Little Shoals. Coming up to US 41, where I'll use the bridge to cross to the north side of the river. Taking a break here at this wayside park on US 41, and got a chance to empty my trash that I've been carrying for the last couple days. Drink a little bit of water, and I'll be getting underway in a few minutes. And today's going to be kind of a short day for me. I'm only doing, I think, right around 11 miles today. And for the last 4 days, actually since I left Hampton, I've been doing about 18 to 20 per day. And in a couple miles, the trail's gonna veer off somewhat from the river and go directly through White Springs. And I'll be staying at the White Springs B&B tonight. Hiking through the town of White Springs, and my B&B is just up ahead, directly on the trail. Well, my stay at the White Springs B&B last night was great, very comfortable, and had a nice breakfast there this morning. And right now I'm at the White Sulphur Springs, and only about a quarter of a mile from the Stephen Foster State Park. I'll be entering that shortly. But I'm really enjoying this section of the trail along the Suwannee. In fact, I know there's about 50 to 60 miles of it still ahead of me, so I may take it relatively slow through here just to enjoy it. Now inside the Stephen Foster Culture Center State Park. This is the cable crossing campsite inside the Stephen Foster Park. And I guess this is where they do the cable crossing. I'm about half a mile north of the Stephen Foster Park boundary, and this is the Suwannee branch. It eventually makes its way out to the Suwannee in that direction. Arrived here at the Swift Creek campsite, and it's only 2:30, but I'm gonna stay here tonight, and I only did 5.5 miles today, so that's a Nero for me, but I really did take my time through Stephen Foster. This campsite is right on the river. There's the Suwannee. It's going to be a real nice day today. Woke up this morning to about 50 degrees, and it's going to warm up to 80 today. It's going to be really nice. And right now I'm about 2 miles from where I camped at Swift Creek, and stopped here to fill up my water bottle, grab some water from the river behind me. And I'll be crossing I-75 in a little less than a mile to the west side of I-75. And I plan on camping at Crooked Branch campsite tonight, a little more than 8 miles ahead of me right now. And that has set me up for Holton Creek River Camp. It's a shelter I've really been looking forward to. It's been recommended to me by a couple people, and I think it's going to be a really nice place, so I'll be staying there tomorrow. This is Swift Creek. Wow, this bridge looks pretty new. Oh, this is something else. I'm about to cross Poultry Creek, and fortunately for me, right now it's dry. That's I-75 above me. heading down to cross Jerry Branch. Check out these steps all the way up. I camped next to this last night. This is Crooked Branch. And that's the Suwannee. Look at this beach area on the river. Wow, that is beautiful. Trail is passing under the old US 129 bridge. There's a path up to the top. We'll take a look up here real quick. Oh, check that out. Shortly after I crossed US 129, I came up on a section of trail along the river that was blocked. So right now I'm doing a short 1 mile road walk to go around that section. And this road walk is part of the official trail actually. So I guess that section will continue to be blocked. This is Ratliff Creek. Mill Creek Falls. trail's been following pretty close to Mitchell Creek the last few minutes, and now I'm about to cross it. This is a shaky bridge. Yeah, very shaky. Just entered the Holton Creek Conservation Area, and the River Camp Shelter is only about 1.5 miles away. I'm here at the Holton Creek Camp, and I didn't realize it until I got here, but this place actually has multiple shelters. When I got here, I checked in with the camp hosts, and they set me up with this one. That's number 4. And they actually have 5 of those around here, along with some primitive campsites. And they actually call these things platforms, and each one of them has a ceiling fan inside with lighting and electrical outlets. So pretty nice. And the campground itself has all the usual stuff, showers, bathrooms. And I've already taken a shower, cleaned up, just started cooking something, getting ready to eat. And I think I'll be heading in right after that to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow and call it a night. Just 2 miles north on the trail of Holton Creek River Camp, and I just came in on Holton Spring. Here's another view of Holton Spring. That is the Green Sink. Today on the trail, I'll actually run into a couple more rivers. The first one is about 2 miles from here, the Alapaha River. And the next one, about 11 miles or so from here, is the Withlacoochee River. And there's a campsite on that river, and I think that's where I'll camp out tonight. Crossing the Alapaha River on County Road 751. And up here at the end of the bridge, I'll follow the trail that will follow the Alapaha River for about 1 mile, where it meets up back with the Suwannee. I'm here at the Alapaha River campsite. Just walked in here to take a break and really to just enjoy for a little while where I am. Right now I'm standing between 2 rivers. Behind me, this is the Alapaha, what I've been following for about the last mile. And right here on this side is the Suwannee. Cool, right? I'm at the east boundary of the Suwannee River State Park. Doing a road walk, not that bad of one, only 2.5 miles. And just like yesterday, the trail's been rerouted to go around a section of land along the Suwannee that's been blocked. And this road walk will eventually lead to the Withlacoochee River, which I'll get off the road at that point and follow the trail along the river south towards US 90. Entering Madison County. And crossing the Withlacoochee. Hiking alongside the Withlacoochee River. And that makes the third river today I've hiked alongside. Here at the Withlacoochee River campsite. And this is where I planned on camping out tonight. But right now it's just a little after 3 o'clock. And I've got plenty of time to make it to Cooper's Bluff, which is only 1.2 miles ahead of me right now. So I'm gonna make my way there. And plus, Cooper's Bluff has a pavilion slash shelter. And checking the weather report, we've got a lot of rain coming in early in the morning. So I think I'll take advantage of that shelter. This is Cooper's Bluff. Camped here last night, and in fact I pitched my tent just on the other side of that shelter. And got an excellent view of the river. And this campsite is just a real big open space. Plenty of places to camp. Oh, and there's that old wood cabin in the back, and nothing inside except a old rusty water heater. The weather that came through this morning wasn't quite as bad as expected. Rain did pick up, and a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, but it came in later than expected and didn't last as long. And it's windy right now, and it looks like it's going to be windy throughout the day, and gusts up to around 20 miles per hour. Another view of the Suwannee. And last night around, it was probably around 7 o'clock, Long Walker came by and brought some trail magic. Brought in some food, some Mexican food actually, and Mountain Dew and a couple other things for me to take with me to snack on. Man, that food was great. hiking along I-10, and in a little less than a mile I'll cross over to the south side of I-10 and meet back up with the Suwannee. And 20 miles from here I'll run into I-10 again, and that's right around near the city of Madison, and I plan on staying at a hotel there because at that point I will have already started that 48-mile road walk that starts off the Big Bend section of the trail. So I think that'd be a good spot to lay over, and I'll probably take a 0 just to rest up and make sure I'm prepared to knock out the rest of that road walk. I think I'll take a break here. This is the Black Track campsite. This is the Mill Creek North campsite, and it is the last campsite, official campsite, along the Suwannee. Yeah, and check out the river itself. This wind is really kicking up the water. I see deer.